Welcome back, America. We're here with our friend, my good friend, Victor Davis Hanson, Hoover Institution Senior Fellow. More than that, really, just a great historian. Victor, let me ask you the question this way. We're in a war with Iran, the Iranian regime. How important is this war historically? Because it's my contention it's very important because we won the Cold War, but starting somewhat before the Cold War and going on for the last half century, effectively, there's been this other sort of effort, this geopolitical massive effort to change society that's been going on, and now it's front and center, and President Trump is confronting it and dealing with it because of their pursuit of nuclear weapons. You're the historian here. Am I right about that?
Yes, I think for most of our lives, the Middle East that supplied 40 to 50% of the world's oil was a question of the Cold War powers. But now Russia's not communist anymore. It's an oligarchical, tyrannical society. But it's lost its patron in Syria. It's lost Iran. And China, people are wising up to China in the Middle East, and it's not getting oil really from Iran. So Iran's the last real obstacle in the Middle East. There's all sorts of countries in the Gulf and moderate countries that want to be either neutral to us or allied to us, that is, the West. But Iran was the bully of the Middle East. 93 million people, it's the size of Texas and Oklahoma combined. It always you talked about its existential desire to destroy people, and it does. And so it was always the obstacle, and 7 presidents knew that. But they also knew that if you go in there, it was a mess because they're the largest population, except for Egypt, and they're fanatic and they're nihilist. And so every president, sort of like the old Aesop's fable, we got to bell the cat, but nobody wants to put the bell on the cat. And Donald Trump was the first one who said, I'll do it, and he did it at great political risk.
Let's dig into that a little bit. So we're in a confrontation with the Iranian regime. We're pounding the hell out of it. Now, I don't know what we're pounding the hell out of, but we are pounding them very hard. How long can this go on in this way? In other words, are we going to defeat them? Are we trying to contain them? Are we just trying to open the Strait of Hormuz? What is going on here?
Well, it's a test of wills. They're counting on the idea that at some point, they have 2 objectives. One, they want to seem the victim and that we're being harshly asymmetrical to them. And they want the Europeans and people on the left to say, okay, already, stop. They're defeated. You're only hurting the Iranian people. And then 2, they feel that they can always hide, 15, 20, 50, 100 missiles so that they can intimidate the Gulf states and the oil suppliers and disrupt the Strait of Hormuz. So I think our strategy is to inflict a level of damage upon them where they're not able to harm the other countries and to leave, because I don't think you can negotiate with these people. And I think there may be regime change, but it will only take place after the shooting stops and the people come out of their apartments and see the devastation and see this government will not help them, but it wants to rearm. And then we leave a fleet to keep the strait open, and we supply our Gulf friends and Israel, and they will monitor it. And from time to time, I'm afraid, every time we see them in a year from now, 3 years from now, that we see activity in Pickaxe Mountain or Fordo or any of these places, then we go in and take it out. But they're counting on the long haul that finally there will be a Democratic left-wing president who will go back to the Obama paradigm that said, well, we want to be neutral, and the Shia underdogs and the Persian underdogs, they haven't got a fair shake in the Middle East against the Sunni Arabs, so we want creative tension, and we'll adjudicate that. And that's where that got us in this jam for the most part.
Victor, when we come back, I want to ask you about that, because I suspect we're not going to have a Republican president for the rest of time. Certainly not going to have Donald Trump for the rest of time. We have our own governmental change built into our system. And if the people vote for a Democrat, we're going to have a Democrat, and I don't believe they're going to contain Iran at all. And based on what they're saying. And so when we talk about hitting them, and the Israelis hitting them if they need to be hit, I'm concerned that that's problematic.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.